because the next one goes to Mr. Lees. And this question says, what are some changes that you would push for which are different from the way the county is run now? What are some changes you would push for that are different than the way the county is run now?
Boy, that's a hard question. Man, it's been a good many years since I was even auditor. It's been, what, 6, 7 years. Changes I push for. I'd like to have about 3 or 4 hours to think about that one. My thing has always been, I guess, with contracts a little bit. I'd make sure that all of our contracts and everything that the county does is put up for bid. See if there are several ways like that you can cut a few dollars here and there and really help. Overall, I still think that's something I got to think for a little bit on. Thank you. Got a little more about
Bonnie, repeat the question once more for me. Thanks.
What are some changes that you would push for that are different from the way the county is run now?
In some ways, I appreciate this county. I really do. Even while we were overseas, this county was still very dear to my heart. Some of the things that I've seen, I think we're facing economic crisis right now, and some of the things that we're facing as individuals and families have been kind of hard on us as a community, and we're apprehensive of what the future may hold. With some of the expenditures, I think they've been a shocker because apart from the economic trends, added that, and it just kind of shocks us, and I think more people are becoming aware of what is going on in the county, and I wish there was more awareness in the county just of what is going on. In some ways, I feel that the present county commissioners have faced issues and have done excellent jobs in quite a few areas. I guess where I would like to see improvement is for me to bring to the table character, integrity, being more open with the people of the county, being able to communicate with them and they with me, to be able to bring to the table a more of a communication so everyone knows what really is going on in the area. Because I think once people know, there's easy ways to explain some of the issues. As far as the money, that is a big issue right now for all of us as people living in the county. To put my finger on one thing is difficult. I guess the biggest thing would be to be able to sit down and talk to those that have issues and being able to have them communicate with the board and the committee.
Well, I'm going to start with what I think is good. I think we currently have capable department heads and staff that have been in place for several years. And I think they've been in control of their offices for a while, and they know how to handle their staff and people. I think we would, of course, evaluate cutting budgets where necessary. And I would like to see in the weekly news updates, when the commissioners make votes on something, and I've heard that when I've met the public, that people want to see who's voting yes and who's voting no. I think that's important for people to know. Thank you.
What are some changes that you would push for that are different from the way the county is run now?
quite honest with you, I don't know too many changes other than possibly one that I think should be addressed. And that would be relations between county employees and management and the commissioner's staff as a whole, as far as labor-employee relations.
Mr. Leisure, that is a tough question. But I do pride myself, and I strive myself every day. I look for improvement in my job. I gotta figure out ways to make things run better, how to fix it, how to make it run better, make it more efficient. But sometimes, till you get into it, into the nuts and bolts of things, there ain't a whole lot you can figure out until you actually get your hands in and get it dirty and see what's actually going on. So given the opportunity, I would really like to get my hands dirty, see what I can do to help people who come from Fulton County.
I guess some of the changes I would like to see would be improvement on and continuing on some of the things that we already have in place. One of those things is we have excellent technology. Our computer system, and Alvin, and this isn't plugged just because he's running the camera, but for the improvement and getting grants for technology in the county. We have a wide variety of people in the county. We have people in here who don't know what the internet is, and we have people who are tech savvy. And so I would like to see us be able to get more people used to the internet and take a look at the website that the county has. The other thing that we have, and I've seen this a lot, is we need to somehow get industry into the county. And I don't know the exact answer to that, and I hopefully we'll be able to figure that out in the next 4 years with our commissioners. But as we go through the county and we talk to people, industry is important. We would love to see more at the lower end of the county, right along the Interstate 70. But on the same hand, I hear some people saying, well, we don't want more people. You know, we live the true Fulton County who wants things the same as they are, but they want to see changes, and that's a difficult thing when it comes to government. I think that the other thing, and someone mentioned this, we need to make sure the people in the county are being informed in what's going on. I know we have our meetings are in the newspaper, but perhaps we could put out a weekly memo of what has been accomplished. The Soil Conservation District has been doing that with the commissioners for the last couple of months, and it's amazing how nice that is to get the information from them and what they're doing in a nutshell. So I think that maybe that's one of the things that we could do, and also the money that we get, the grants that we get from the federal government. We sometimes take that for granted that that's money given to us. That's money you and I are paying also. So I think maybe we need to scrutinize our use of our grants that we receive just as if it's money out of our own pocket. Thank you.
There's a couple of things that I'd like to push for. One would be strengthening the bond between the townships and the county commissioners. So many times we get mandates passed down from Harrisburg, ideas that come from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, that get put upon us. And we need to fight as one county to build and strengthen those bonds to where we're actually doing some pushback, not exactly taking everything that's been given to us. A lot of times, the number one thing that comes out is, we're going to take your money from you if you don't comply. I think if we can work together, focus on that as townships, community citizens, being aware, having us more, public meetings in that regard, the town hall meetings that take place. Try to do that more often, more frequently. Also, take the meetings that are on Tuesdays, put those on the web to where people can see them. They can look at these later. So the people that are working through the week have a chance to see what the county commissioners are doing. So that's what I would like to see there first. Thank you.